All right, you guys. So it's been a minute since I jumped on here and just started talking about anything. But while I'm taking apart these centerpieces, I mean, this is not so much DJ shit, but you know that we be doing DJ and decorating and day of coordinating, and we do like choreography and officiating services. We have our photo booth at events. We have photography, videography. I'm trying to think. We do rentals. Like, we're just a busy service when we go out and do events. So I don't do events like all the time. Right now, I finally got myself to a point. I don't know where your business is at, but I know where mine is. And so I'm finally to the point now where I've decided that I'm only going to be as busy as I want to be. You feel me? Right? So when we go out, I ain't gonna lie. People are always like, damn, girl, you did all that with her. You're like, ooh. Yeah, that's what we did. And I feel it because it's a lot of work. So that is why I kind of like adjusted myself to doing, you know, whatever makes sense. So like also too, you want to book this DJ, you have to do a bundled service because that's what we provide. It's like a whole service. So you got to kind of be like, well, I also need photography services, or I want your DJ services. Plus I want, you know, XYZ, whatever. But while I was sitting here, I was posting on my Instagram, which is where I am most active. Okay. So if you're popping up on this YouTube channel right now, and you are like, okay, girl, tell that story. I'm about to go at it. You guys, when I was on my Instagram story, let me just backtrack to that. Like I was thinking to myself, people are always like, yo, you need to be posting on your YouTube channel. You really need to be out there because people want to hear your BS. You know, you go on and on and on, and these things matter. Okay. So I think even as just a DJ, if you're just a DJ who watches me, you're going to relate to this shit. Because you guys, I was talking about kids at an event, and I was kind of just going on my Instagram story because, you know, we're there through the whole event. A lot of times decorators come, they be setting everything up, and then they just bounce, right? So they don't have to be there the whole time. And so they don't see the crazy shit that's going on with like all their very nice decorations and everything that's like laid out. And so I was telling you on the story right now how I had to call it. That was it. I was like, that's it. I'm donezies. We're at the limit. We need to kind of pull our centerpieces back because there was some of the craziest things going on with my very nice things. And I was like, girls, go get my stuff. I just don't think it's going to survive. We did have one broken mirror, you know, like one of those selfie mirrors that you can just be like, you know, that got broken. And so then I was like, okay, put that away. And then we did have another like broken centerpiece throughout the night. So then I was like, we got to call it. And I was just thinking, in general, quinceañeras, you know, because we only do sweet 16s, quinceañeras, and weddings, right? So I was like, okay, in general, weddings are the ones who will more than likely be like, don't bring your kids, for real. Like, spare me. But you can't really avoid that for like a quinceañera because it's a kid's, you know what I mean? It's a kid's party. And you do usually have your tias and your tios and stuff that are there a little less like formally than you would for a wedding, where they just feel like, well, who's going to watch my kids? Whereas like maybe for a wedding, somebody would be like, well, let me get a babysitter, like, you know, my neighbor Esmeralda's daughter, who's been watching kids for 3 times and plays with them in the street when the kids are running around until the streetlights come on. I don't know if that still happens or not, but you know, I'm 46 years old, and I feel like when I was a kid, I played in the street until the streetlights came on, then I came home. And there might have been a neighbor kid who watched us out there or not, you know, who was just like keeping her eye on us and being real bossy and did things like read the fucking 12 books of the Babysitters Club. Thought she was the boss. Point is, you can find a babysitter. If you want to go out and enjoy yourself and have a good time, just find somebody to watch your children. I guarantee you will have the best night of your life. And most of the time it's date night anyway. I mean, when's the last time you went out? Dude probably hasn't even taken you out in months. And the only time you're going out is because it's his family and you have to go. Because, you know, it's like your tia's cousin, or it's your immediate sister. Or sometimes it's family you haven't seen in forever and you got an invite and it's like, hell yeah, I can't wait to go. And then you start your diet and everything, you know, because you got to be again, you know, snatched. And then you didn't succeed on the diet, so now you got to buy the faja. You guys, my point is, leave your kids at home. Your DJ will thank you. Every single vendor will thank you. God, you'll thank you. Because you're going to be like, ay, mijo, We had a good night. We had such a good time. The kids weren't crying for mommy, and I have to go to the bathroom and clinging to you. And, you know, you just want to have your margarita or your paloma. And when it's free, it's even better. You know, they taste 10 times better. You guys, kids will mess with the DJ booth. They love the lights. As soon as the lights come on, especially if there's anything kind of like gobo or anything on the on the dance floor, I don't know. They just chase each other, you know. Dresses are up and ties are loose and their jackets are coming off and they have a spill from the snack table that they already been getting into that they weren't supposed to touch in the first place. You know, the kids are busy. They really are. Leave them at home. Listen, they're adorable and I really do love those kids. Like, I can look at them and just be like, aw. But man, oh man. If you're spending $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 on an event, spend $110 more and get yourself a sitter and go ahead and have a really, really, really good night. Have a great night, as a matter of fact, because I promise you, you just don't miss when you go out. You and your mans or you with your lady and everybody has a babysitter and you look around and you're like, oh shit, it's adults only.